Ranger Nation. Today is Monday, March 29th, 2021, and welcome to another episode of Kraft Corner. We have a busy week last week, we have a busy week next week, so this week I'm going to try to give you all the information that you need. So we have a 4-day weekend this week coming up. We have Friday off and we have Monday off, and then next week starts EOC STAR testing for English 1 and English 2. Monday is a day off. Tuesday, Thursday are asynchronous days except for non-testers. That's next week, but because we're off on Monday, I won't be back until next Tuesday to remind you of that. So just be checking your emails and everything. Also in this s'more is the link to the parent survey that the district sends out every year about how we're doing here at Lone Star High School. So I would really appreciate it if you will just go onto that link and answer those questions. It's the same questions we send out every year. We were on hiatus last year because of COVID and the quarantine and the school closures, but that survey is back and we'll set goals for next year. So please give us your feedback and let's talk about your new principal. I'm really excited to announce that Keith Tollison is going to be the principal of Lone Star High School next year. And I couldn't think of a better person to take my place. And I think he's going to do a wonderful job for the students, the staff, and our community. Tacked on to this video today is his address to our staff last week when the news broke. He gave his story about being part of the Lone Star family, and he gave his goals, overarching goals for next year. So this is just the first of many things to come. He will continue this weekly newsletter video format. He can't call it Kraft Corner because I'm the only Kraft there is, but he'll come up with something exciting and wonderful. So tacked onto this, here is your new principal, Keith Tollison. Oh, wait, for the 21-22 school year, I'm still on the job. Thank you. Have a great day. Go Rangers.
Guys, I'm retiring at the end of this. No, I sincerely appreciate it. This is an emotional day for me. It really is. And so I wrote some stuff down because I want to make sure that I stay on track and I don't ramble. So just kind of want to read something. So last year at our family meetings, periodically we would have staff members stand up in front of the staff and share their LSHS family story. And I figured today would be just as good a day as any to let you know about mine. 12 years ago, the spring before we opened Lone Star, I had already been hired, and my oldest daughter at the time was in the 5th grade at Robertson Elementary. And every day we used to drive by our campus on the way to taking her to school, and used to look at the campus and I would say, there it is, there's Lone Star. That's where you're going to get to go to high school. Day after day, I would say that. And after a while of saying that, she got sick of it, so I stopped. But when we opened, I had this mindset that I needed to make sure that this was the very best school I could make it, because I wanted my kid to have a great place to go to school, and I felt like I actually had some control over whether or not that was going to be the case. And that's the way every parent wants to feel. They'd have different ways of showing it, but school experience and to learn things here that are going to serve them well once they leave. And that's been my motivation since we opened. I want every Lone Star kid to have the education that I want for my own kids. We're a family here, and we know that that means love, compassion, understanding, accountability, and belonging, but it also means that we have an understanding that every kid we educate here is someone's entire world. And we want to give them the kind of education that we would want for the most important kids in our lives. And we want to create the workplace for our colleagues that we would want for the most important adults in our lives. Because in a lot of cases, those adults already work here. And that's why I'm really glad today that I get to say that I'm going to be the principal of Lone Star High School. I cannot put into words the gratitude that I have to be able to do what I love at a place that I love with people that I love. I've been overwhelmed by the amount of support for me in taking this position that has come from our students, our community, and especially all of you. And I want you to know that I would never take that support for granted. Not everyone has that, and not everyone knows how special that is, but it's just another example of why this school is so great. We're going into the last quarter of the toughest school year we have ever had. A year of disease mitigation protocols, severe weather, social and political turmoil, media disinformation, and the recognition that even before any of those things were headlines, we were educating the most anxious and depressed generation of students ever. It's really easy to get overwhelmed because there has never been a more complicated or difficult time to be an educator. But there has also never been a more important time to be an educator. The work going on in this building this year has been nothing short of extraordinary. You have been asked to do unimaginable, and you have delivered for Lone Star kids, Lone Star parents, for Frisco ISD, and for each other. And as we close out this school year, we'll also be looking forward and reevaluating some of our priorities and thinking about how we can best help our students to develop an optimistic vision for their futures, understand their potential, and give them the skills to reach that potential. And we will do that by doing what we do better than anyone, putting positive relationships at the center of our campus culture and using those relationships to help our kids succeed. Creating a culture of optimism, trust, and empathy in every classroom, hallway, office, fine arts facility, and athletics facility at our school. We will close out this school year in the way that we've always done our very best work, together. My younger daughter is now in the first grade. She goes to Bowles Elementary. And every day on the way to school, we pass Lone Star, and she says, "There it is, Dad." There's Lone Star. Go Rangers. Our school is really special, and I'm so proud to be your principal. We have work to do, but we have this family to do it. And I promise you, our best days are in front of us. Go Rangers! Yeah!